Good morning, YouTube world. Hey, I put these videos on here about every other day. I try to keep them at 10 minutes or so you can just have a cup of coffee and watch a short little video on what RAThbun is up to today. So enjoy these. We got some on motorcycling, improvements on the house, gadgets, reviews, places to go see, you name it, I'm going to post it and hopefully you're going to enjoy it. At the end of the last video, we were talking about going places. We thought we was going to be on the road. Well, you know, Oregon's got this mask thing. And although I don't mind wearing a mask in certain occasions, traveling ain't one of them. So take a look at what I did find to do on my new project. As you can see, we're tearing it down. And I'm pleased to see they built this with glue. They put glue in them joints, which is good to make it sturdy, but rough to make it come apart. Luckily, we don't need, we're going to be cutting part of that off, so we're okay there. We're okay. Anyway, we're taking it apart, killing some time. About time for me to go get on my treadmill over there. Yeah, trying to exercise a little bit, get myself in better shape. So that might be it for tonight. Just thought I'd show you we're working on it. Got the doors off. We're going to strip it down to where we need it and decide what we're going to do. The depth is good, the length is good, the height is not. So let's continue on to this. Stop the... I don't know if you can see all this dust on my shirt. Probably can. Well, I'm sanded. Well, I started sneezing and then I looked down at my shirt. And yes, this is a reason to wear a mask. Dust particles will not go through here. About everything else will, if you know what I mean. Vern, even though this is a good one. Yeah. Well, back to sanding. Well, that was definitely a dusty job. Vicky ain't gonna let me in the house like this. But what I wanted to do is make sure I could sand this. It's only veneer. It's just press board with veneer on top of it, and it's not very thick veneer. Matter of fact, we got through it a little bit right here. I was gonna try to get this part here even with that part, because they didn't do it, you know, mass production. They just slapped it together. But I ain't got enough veneer on there to do that. So we're going to have to leave it like that. But I got all the varnish off of it. And I wanted to make sure I could do that before I go any further, because if I can't use this top, that part over there is kind of useless. So it worked. So we're going to call that, that'll be good enough, I think. I'm going to go over with some finer stuff maybe and try to smooth some of that out. But maybe not, because it ain't that bad. It's got all the, like I said, the polish off of it. All I got to do is just wipe it down. And we're going to paint this. It ain't going to be stained, so it doesn't have to be, well, it's veneer. You ain't going to stain it anyway. But it's going to be painted. That whole thing's got to be sanded down, get all the polish off, the lacquer off of it, or whatever they put on it. That's all got to come off. But now we can get on to the next step, and that's cutting down. You see my paper laying there. I got the dimensions on all that's got to be cut down right through there. So let's get on to that part. Well, we cut them two sides off, which were these two sides. That one still got to go. Damn, too much sawdust in my lungs. You had to notch this out here like this. You can see that, because these came up all the way. Anyway, now I'm going to cut them on a little, bevel them a little bit to make them match that. but that's just sitting together because we can't get it proper until we get that part cut off down there. But it gives you an idea what it's going to look like when it's done. Nice and short little table, and it'll be painted up. I think it's going to work great. I got a place for everything that I want to stick in there. I got something that goes in there. We was going to go with glass doors up here. Damn. But I decided not to, because I wanted to leave the back open for breathing purposes. Yeah, one of my computers is going to sit in here, and I'm going to try to make this kind of an editing table. Yes, I am going to try to hook up a VCR so I can download a lot of old videos I got onto the internet for you guys. So it's going to be kind of an editing table like that. Picture this in your mind. The computer goes here, printer up there, VCR will go there, and the DVD player up here, so I can all edit it through this computer into this computer here, and then send it to you guys. That's what this is going to be when I get it done. I think it'll look pretty good. It is not going to be wood colored because I got to sand all this stuff off, and once you do, there's nothing to stain. You can see that's not, you can't stain it. It's veneer. If you don't know what veneer is, it's fake wood. I got to take these back off. That was for the glass door over there, but I'll use them somewhere else. And that's where we are right now. I just notched that out. I'm going to try sanding this some more, put on another mask and start sanding. Vicky's going to love all the dust on her car. Oh well, that fits. So this will not hang out like this. This will go even with that when that down there is, that last piece is chopped off. I won't do that till I get all this done, flip it over and do it again. There's where we are right there. Well, there's how she's going to look. Got the top on it. So I got to bevel these edges here yet. I want them to look a little bit, match this here, right? Kind of a bevel. I can do that with my belt sander, I think. But that gives you an idea what she'd look like. Just figure that's like on the ground there. That's the bottom. I think it'll be okay. It's about half sanded, I'd say. Vicky is already upset because there's a lot of dust in here. Then we're going to put some wheels down here. Probably go to Harbor Freight, just get some cheap little wheels, mount them down there so I can roll it around. Finish sanding it. And then we'll start putting it back together. Hopefully it fits this good on the other end. You should, if it fits up here. It came off of there, it's just shorter now. I like the looks of it. I think it'll be great. All right, back to it. Well, like I said, you got to have tools if you're going to do anything. And I've been using a few. I'll get back over there for a minute, but I wanted to show you what I'm talking about. That sander right there, I took that and just beveled off these ends like so. Now they kind of match these ends. Good enough anyway. I got that one there. And then this top one, I didn't get the bottom because I can't get the sander down there. I have to wait till I set it up. I don't have any wheels yet. I'm just going to go to Harbor Freight and pick some up. So I just screwed that on there, the piano mover thing, to roll it around because I got to get busy on some other things. So I'm going to set that back on its wheels. We set it together and let you take a look at it then. What I got to do is the cleats that were on here naturally, I mean, they nailed these suckers. They did this good. They did glue it together too. You know, for what it was put together pretty dang good. So I don't know why so many, but there's a lot of nails in there. So we got to make some more of those, and I ain't going to try to make them round and fancy. I don't want to. Right there, I got the tool to do that, but it's up underneath there. So I'm just going to rip some strips off this board. Remember, I got these boards out of that old bed. I'm going to rip some strips out of this to mount right here. They'll go on each side. You can see that's where the other ones were. There was one up through here, one on this side, hold them this way. They had dowels here. I'm not going to do the dowels. They didn't even put the dowels down here. They had places for them, but there wasn't any. I couldn't get one of the dowels out anyway, so I don't care about the dowels. I'm going to glue it and screw it, and then, glue it and nail it. No screws in this one. Lots of glue, and I got a lot of a nail gun. I'll probably use the finish nailer on this. It's thick enough to do that rather than the brad nailer. Still got to do some sanding on the bottom of this yet. I'm not ready to put it together. I'm just going to set it together and show you what it looks like. I got to get my tools picked up right now. I'm going to use that table and see how that works on this. I'm going to use that and shorten it rather than this saw. I started to use it, which is pretty easy, sitting there. But I thought, well, let's give that a try, see how that works. So I'm going to clean up my tools, and then going to set that on the ground. We're going to chop off some of these and set the top on, and that'll be it for today. Then when we get back, well, you'll see it. The very next clip, we'll be back, and we will be working on that again. Well, it was pretty obvious that was the end of part one. This turned out to be quite long with all the details I'm showing you guys. So you know what to do. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you can see the rest of this build. And check out the newest video and a related video.